No intro. Let's just start with Blender. Here we go. So now we are in here. We can see this just like in home. And we are gonna start from the first. I just upgraded to Windows 11 and let's just do it. First thing, we are landing this cube, and the first thing that we need to do, because we need to put this cube on the surface of the grid. So what we are gonna do is G and Z and press the num key 1 because the cube has 2 meters. If I go and click on X, you can see it just has just like a 2D in here, and you can see our cube just like in here. And this is really good to put the cube in the surface. We just need to go to System in here in the Preferences tab, and then you just need to search for the undo steps that is in here. You just need to put it to 256, that is the last one in here, so we can undo how much you want this. In default, you have autosave. You can select save preferences again and close. Start editing scenes, bro, because we didn't start editing in the third video of this playlist. So, by tab again and start editing. And how I'm gonna put this, just like I want these in here, just like not these sharp edges, just like this in here. So, and I want to just like add a smooth, just like smooth edges, not just like these. And but there we are gonna go to modifiers. In here, that's this complicated thing that you see in here. This we are gonna explain it in this playlist. By going to here, then you can see modifiers. You need to click on this and you are selecting the cube. Then add a modifier and generate something, because we need to generate just like changing. And we are gonna go to the second one in here, that is the bevel. In here you can see now we don't have some sharp edges for our cube. And you can see we can edit just like the amounts. I don't want this. Oh my god. Segment just like is gonna smooth it, but in another way. But try putting it just like low poly, so much low poly. And we are gonna show you how to do all of this in one time. And the angle in here, don't care if it doesn't change something. Don't go just like to geometry, sharp, not just like do all of these things in here. Oh, I mentioned to don't go in here because it's gonna complicate you. Just like me, I didn't go to scripting. Oh, this is just like complicating. Oh my god, how do I do this? Just stay in layout and there you go. I'm gonna show you all of the things that you want to, you can do in Blender. And now in here, I'm gonna smooth it, but not in here. If I want to smooth it here, just smooth it with segments. I can just go to generate and add a subdivision surface. You need to, just like your PC is gonna crash a little bit, you need to wait, just like mine. And just wait, because I'm recording now. There you go. Now you can see it's just like, oh, look at that. This is so much good than this. So don't, I just don't want to put segments in there. You can see just like smooth, but still low poly. But you just need to go in here. Let's go down and in here let's just go in here. In the subdivision surface, you can see the level. If I put it to 2, it's gonna more sharp. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Now you can see, oh, look at that. Now in here, if I go and go, I can still see one in here because when I hit tab, it's still a cube, but then we're gonna go for to change it to this shape. You can see if you see on the screen now, some here have some sharp edges, but we don't want realistic. So, but I can show you the thing that you want to do. Just like now in here, you just need to right click, then shade smooth. Then when you shade smooth, you can zoom and you cannot see any line there. But I don't want realistic shade flat. Now I'm just gonna undo that shade flat. Keep sharp edges, of course, below. And now we can see we have a cool realistic cube. And the thing that I want to show you is this button in here. When we click on it, we can see like through the cube what is inside. Instead of and checking it and going inside and see, oh look at that. But that's horrible to go inside. You just need to go to here. It's good for selecting the edit mode and seeing what's inside, just like these lines in here, and it is good, but sometimes you cannot see it. Uh, but I have a good solution. You just need to go into this arrow and change in the studio to Matcap. Now look at this, but still more. We like to click in here. I like to click on here, and you can choose a bunch of colors, but these are not the real things. I can go in here and choose this, but see, yeah, this is flashing, but that don't do it in your render. It just helping you to, seeing all of these. Let's go. It's enough for you, bros, because there's a lot to learn. Let's move and let's see what we can do with this cube. Alright, so what should we do? In here, we are now gonna make a project. So, this project, you just want to make just like the Blender little guy, just like a monkey with a hat. So let's do it. Before that, let's just create a new project by clicking File and New and General. If you want to save it, just select Save, but okay, let's just create a new one. And let's start. So before that, we need to save it by clicking then Save or Save As before you just start the project. But if the PC blocks or something, you just need to return and there you go. You just need to select Save. Then in here, I'm gonna save it in a folder and then there you go. So the first thing, we need to insert a monkey, and by selecting the cube and clicking X and delete the object, and then just the hotkey Shift A to insert. Let's insert a mesh and let's insert a monkey. And with this thing in here, wait, what is this? What is this? How? How should I explain it? So in here, this is the camera. If I select it, I can see in here in the outliner, I mentioned this is an outliner, so you can see it's helpful. Don't remove it. And you can see in here is a camera. And this, if I select it, is a light, and this is a Susan monkey. It comes with Blender, the default shape, except of modeling it is just in there. And the hotkey for going the camera, before that you can select this or just 0 to change the view. And now when I select the camera, I can see in here the view. And to render it, you just need to select. You just need to go and select F12 on your keyboard. Then you just need to wait a little bit because I'm recording and this is gonna take a whole time. Here is it. You can see Blender render just like this, and you can see just like here, and you say here the light there from comes. So, and you can see in here, oh look at that, I cannot see his face or body. And you can see these colors and the shadows. Then I'm gonna explain you everything and create a beautiful monkey with a hat. And here we can see just like, oh, here's this face. This is good and I like it. I wish this was the render. But no, this is not it. This is the place when we model. If I hover in here, I can see this is the viewport shading, the solid mode. And I can go to the material mode and rendered in here, and the wireframe. The wireframe just shows with lines, and lines. Click on it, then you can see the lines. But we are working now in solid. Now if I move, I can see we have in this view. Let's try making this monkey a hat. Oh, I go inside. And hello. And look at this. It's just modeled. If I click on tab, we can change things. Just like select this point, G, V, just like that. And select this G and there. Now in the edit mode, we can see all of these, but we're not gonna use it in this monkey in here. Okay, let's just try to add a hat by clicking Shift A and adding a cone. We can see it in the center. It's like the monkey is wearing a cone. Oh, hello monkey, wearing a cone. So we want to put him on his head. Look at that sharp thing in there. And putting it on his head, G and Z, and just put it up. And let's try to add it on his head, just like, oh, look at that. I want him like a physics, just like he's real time putting it in there. And there we go. We have a simple as. We didn't finish because we have the materials, creating things. I'm gonna go to tab for this cone in here and I'm just gonna name it the hat. And you're gonna go to the faces and just num key 3 so we can select faces in the shape. Let's select this in here and delete. When I select delete, you can see, wow, so much. If I click on X, is the same. And we want faces. So there we go. We have faces. Now if I select scale, you see it's just like that. Just as to scale G and D, and he has a little hat. G and Y to put him in here. G and Z again. I'm trying to put the hat in the monkey. You can see this is not enough icon here. Do D, G, and Y, and then just put it a little bit like this. And maybe that's fix it. Let me see the picture. We're gonna fix it. Okay, so Blender Guru guy has the hat. When I click on it, has this color, so we can make it too. Selecting this point, but I don't want. I'm just gonna keep it little so I can use my own hat for every character. This is a good character to play with. And okay, let's start modeling it. We've modeled it. And we are now gonna go to materials. So in here, materials doesn't work on the viewport shading mode. It works on the material mode. My PC is gonna crash, of course. But before that, let's just save it. I didn't save it. Save it. Just name it Monkey Project. And just select Save Blender File. Then there you go, you just have it. Let's go to material mode and your PC is probably gonna crash. Oh, there you go, it's pretty easy. So our PC didn't crash and you see it's good and realistic. Now there we go in the real time. So first thing first, how to change the color. Let's work now with the monkey. Select him. Let's go to the material in here tab. So then we're gonna work on colors. Let's select new and wait a little bit until it comes. Your page is just gonna crash or something. Just wait a little bit until it just comes. Don't wait. And my PC supposed to crash, but hopefully it didn't crash. So let's just save it. Save. Wait a little bit until it saves. So here we can see this star in here. When it's there, it's just not saved. So now in here we can see we have a material. His name is material.001. I'm just gonna keep it just like that. And let's just change it by clicking on the base color. So easy. So in here we cannot see brown because monkeys are brown, of course. But in here we're gonna know that red, if we put it a little bit black, it's gonna turn to brown. Let's put it red, red monkey. And let's go again. Oh my god, my PC just crashing all the times. There we go. Oh, and let's change this in here to brownish color. Oh, I just put it to whole black. Oh, I just made it black. Let's put it a brown color. Oh, the material just restarts. I don't know what is happening. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening? So let's put this brown. Oh, maybe not enough. Oh, there we go. Stop in here, stop in here. Don't do any metallic or roughness, or don't change any settings, or your PC is just gonna crash if you don't have a cool PC. So now we have a good monkey, and now let's start with the hat. Let's add not in here, but clicking on new material. Now it's name material point 002. Let's change the color. Just like, what do we want? Do it a blue color, like this. Add in darkness. What do we want? Let's put it lighting. Let's add it really good, really realistic. And now we can see it's fun to see it. Let's hit the zero key again. Now we can see this. Let's jump to editing the camera. Not editing it, of course, changing the view. Of course, now we can see that box in here. But if we want to focus on it, we just need next now the camera. Going to in here camera data and unchecking lens and going to viewport display and this weird name in here, change it just to 1. Now we're just gonna focus on the camera. To make the camera just move with you, except by doing G and moving it yourself, by just selecting N, then view, then camera to view. Now if I select N again, we can move our here. Now you can see our camera is just moving with us. Let's just zoom and view the hats. Oh, what just happened? Now that one just like a down view. I just like wow, side view. Let's just put it a cool position. Zoom out a little bit. And just like this in here. Look at that, a render. Alright, let's block our PC. Oh, before, save. Of course, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, let's crash our PC. F12. Don't worry, it's not gonna crash. You just need to don't touch anything. And let's see. Alright. Why again we see this terrible like a variable? Why and why? Let's see. Alright, so let's fix it. Now, some people say, oh, they just unlock the camera now and now. Some people say that to edit the render, you just need to go to render mode. That is the correct thing. You just need to go to render. And you can see we have this. This what we have see. Oh, not F12. I've clicked F12. Okay, we are in render mode and let's start by fixing this terrible face. We cannot see any eyes. And we can click on this guy. Oh, I just moved. Click on this guy. And what you are gonna do, except for that, I hear people saying, but that was not the thing. By just going in here and unchecking this both, and they say, there you go, you have it. But then when I go to rendering, you can see it's still there. The rendering just show you the render. So that is just for seeing how it's gonna work. And now we are gonna work with an HDRI or not. No, we are not gonna work with an HDRI just like people say, because an HDRI just like a scene that has its own lights, except for doing your lights. Right. But in this step, where the first beginners, we're gonna work with these lights that is tall here, taller than a person, of course. And when we click on 0, just like the hotkey, we can see in here there is lights. Yeah. And in where's the lights? There is it. And just coming from there. Yeah. Coming from there. So let's just go and select it. And we can G to move it. Now if I go in here, I can move it to the monkey. G, move him to the monkey. And I can move maybe a part so you can move. Let's select light. There you go. Now I can make it massive and I can go in here to data and set the power to more, but that is gonna be too much terrible. I can set this to just like 5, but it's gonna be so much bright and maybe you're gonna be happy Now, what we can see is has so much things of in here. Oh, so much. So that's at some point because it's not working good. Just like your PC is gonna be laggy. That is what's gonna happen. PC is gonna be so much laggy. Now we can see we have a monkey. We can see his face. That is really good for beginners. Let's create this monkey with all of these. You have learned so much things. And before that, I'm gonna tell you when we go to render, we can see the render engine seen in here, and we can see it is EV. EV is for just like low poly models. Low poly are the opposites of realistic, and cycles is for realistic. That is our first complete tutorial, but there's more to learn. Bye into the next video.